Hello, so I am making these videos just to put up on YouTube so that if anyone wants to watch them they can do. You can see me run through Baldur's Gate 3 Honor mode with two people. It'll be myself, a character I'll make up myself, not one of the origin characters. And primarily I'll go around with Shadowheart. I will allow for some changing here and there. For example, if I'm going to be fighting Cazador I might bring Astarion out. But generally speaking, it will just be myself and Shadowheart as the characters. So we're going to go on Honor mode. And we'll see how far we can make it. I've completed the game on Honor mode before. And I've completed it on its normal difficulty. That was my first playthrough a long time ago. So I'll shut up now and we'll enjoy the cutscenes. It's been a while since I've watched the first couple of cutscenes through properly. You forget how utterly grotesque the whole mind flare situation is with the parasite insertion and stuff. It's horrible. Everything about the mind flare lifestyle just is so repulsive. From like the kind of tentacleness to living in the viscera that they do. Yeah. The transponder nodes with the wee like weird, yeah, it's horrible. So like I said, my character is going to be a custom character. I have a male body type. We're going to go for the slim, the more thin body type because I'm going to have, I'm not doing min-maxing and stuff like people would do with Honor difficulties. I have a build that I've changed parts of, mainly like with the equipment. I've taken a build from someone else on YouTube and I'll link that video in the bio if anyone wants to go and have a look and see what other builds that person offers. But yeah, I don't want to copy it directly and I don't want to min-max anything, so I think they probably recommend that you be an elf or something. I don't want to do that. I want to be have a bit of fun with it, so I'm going to go a gnome since I've never played as a gnome before. Sub-race, I want to play a forest gnome just to have speak with animals and dark vision. Dark vision might come in useful at some point. It's something I've never really used much of. Not bringing Will out, for example, doesn't really help because he's one of the origin characters I believe that has dark vision just as a standard. Speak with animals, great fun. There are so many creatures in the game that you can interact with. I just think it's a worthwhile spell having around, or a potion if you have it, to be able to consume. We will start class off as Barbarian. We're going to be putting about 6 levels into Barbarian. I might change that. I can't remember what level 6 Barbarian gets over, say if I was to put an extra point into Fighter or Rogue or something. I'll think about that. For now though, we start with Barbarian. And for my background, For my background, I'm not sure. Because I want my character to have a good moral compass. I don't want them to be too sneaky in the way that they go about things. I don't want them to kill people for no reason. You know, that if we are going to be killing somewhat unnecessarily, I want them to do it because they think it's for the greater good, or there's some moral justification for it that they can find. So I don't want the whole deception and stealth part of it, even though I know that's going to be massively helpful. Maybe insight and persuasion with a guild artisan. I don't see him as a noble because he's a forest gnome. Outlander. Grew up in the wilds, learned to survive far from the comforts of civilization. Surviving unusual hazards of the wild will enhance your prowess and understanding. Yeah, we'll go with that. That suits. Right. Yeah, so to get my strength up in this game, we are going to be drinking potions. I want my charisma a wee bit higher, just so that I can pass checks, whether it be persuasion or whatnot. I want that charisma modifier on to get a +2. Constitution will help with my health, especially in the early game. Having high health in the early game is so important. Later on, say if I was to get the amulet of greater health, whatever it might be, that'll set me to 150 or something. Dexterity to be high, that's going to help with armor class and other such things. Initiative, make sure I'm first in the fight, getting in ahead of the opponents. Being able to do the damage first, reduce their action economy. Skills, oh god. Perception and intimidation. I thought intimidation. He's a barbarian, so yeah, I suppose. Yeah, we'll go with that. We've not really got much of an option here. There's no good options. Oh my god. Jeez. Is that? It's the same guy back to back. I'm not even getting something I can work with. None of these are even close to being something I can work with. What is the hair with the beard? This is incredible how many bad options have gave me. Right, okay, we're on to something here. I don't know if it's the hairstyle, because it's definitely not the piercings. Right.
What was that?
Don't mind the freckles, the scarring. Oh right, okay, no. I thought I liked that scarring, but it's got something on the mouth as well. I mean, it's just the beard's covered. Oh right, okay, yeah, no, that the scarring looks like a tattoo more than anything. It comes down under the beard as well, onto the neck. Don't like whatever that is. Yeah, don't mind that. It's like a Tyrian scar straight across the face. That's fine. Eye colour, we'll go for like a... Oh yeah, piercing blue. Really stands out against the rest of his face there. That's quite... I mean, it almost blends in with his jewellery a bit. I'm getting rid of all that. Yeah, piercings, none. No eye makeup. Lip tint, don't really care. Keep the hairstyle and the facial hair, but I want to change the colour. Wait, highlight intensity, take the highlights out of it for now. Let's just get the base colour. Oh! Blonde gold. It's grey in there, isn't it? Yeah, it's greys through it. What if we... have like grey highlights through it? That looks stupid. There we go, that's not too bad. Bring the intensity down a wee bit. Yeah, that's not terrible. Okay, review character. Name. Bunda. Choose a guardian. I usually just change it to the human standard guardian. And we go on from there. you know, it really would be the greatest DLC for a game ever if they took you to Avernus. I know you can go to Avernus in the base game, but, and I know Larian have put the game down now, but if they were able to come back and say we're doing one DLC and it's going to be a trip through Avernus, that would just be the best. Just from those few images that you see of it here, as well as visiting it later in the game, I think it would be a really fun story, somewhere you could bump into characters you've already heard of, maybe you already have met.
Oh, my head.
I am
Where the
a heavy
hell's
looter.
Ollie?
I will be taking as much as I can. If I find that points I'm maybe overlooked, and I might edit some of that out for you, so that you're not having to sit there and watch me pick up random crap. Just the way I am, and especially on a run like this, you can never be sure what will be useful, what won't be useful. I do have a over tendency to pick up a lot of the
Dead. Good.
What do you call them? Components for potions. Ingredients. The ingredients for potions. And there's some things like the poison or oil of accuracy. I just don't use this stuff enough to justify picking it up all the time. I will try and wean
I
myself
feel
back in from that.
Better.
Now, let's attempt to get our first companion. Not lazy out, we are going for us. We are going for us.
We are here.
We are
Here.
This man gets a throne to sit on. After recovering from his lobotomy.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us. Please. Before they return. They return.
First roll of the game, failed perception check. Nice. Good start. I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us.
Okay. Well, I have good dexterity. Got a +3 there, so I'll gently prise the brain from the skull. We need to roll a 7 or higher. We roll a 7. Hey, there we go. Off to a flyer. There we go, that's
The brain
it.
lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
Right, now maybe someone in the know can help me here. If anyone who isn't a friend ends up watching this and has some information and can tell me what possible benefit there is to mutilating the brain, because if I click spare the creature, us will jump down, will run about with us, will help us along the way, and later on at the end of Act 2, when you can meet us again, they'll be right there for us. So what possible benefit do I have to mutilating? I'm never going to do it because it's a skill check. If you fail it, I believe you just destroy the brain.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
Alright, let's go.
To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Yeah, I skip past a lot of this when I'm doing other honor runs. Just trying to get through and get the game started. Us repeats itself way too much. As much as I love the creature, it's a bit like a gale, it can go on and on for a while. It's like, I appreciate you being here, man, but get to the point. Here comes the most over-the-top entrance.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh. My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
See, why would you do a 180 forward flip to land in front of the target that you're intending to kill? Because she comes with a sword unsheathed. A 180 forward flip with her sword out to land in front of the person she wants to kill. She'll surprise them. She'll surprise everyone for trying it. But it just... I don't know. Jump behind us, stick a sword in my back. Who are you?
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
Okay. Well, what do you suggest?
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Sounds good to me. So my exception to this run with rules is that I will keep Lizelle, Shadowheart and us along with us in these first few fights. And this is meant to be a dual run. Just for these first few fights on the Nautiloid, I will keep them along. When I can send people to camp, because right now that's not an option, we don't have a camp. Currently in Hell. At that point, yeah, then we'll be able to split everyone up.
Here we go again.
I will ascend.
May the gods take you first.
Nicely done.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the helm.
What to do? Right, we've both picked up a light crossbow.
Enough waiting.
Good start.
I crave blood.
I might take these hand axes just in case.
Give up now.
Just in case I need to throw something sharp. Oh, nice. Spike bulb and caustic bulb. I don't think I've ever used them. That potion of healing, very good. I don't think it's the best you can get. I think you can get a potion of speed sometimes from that guy. 2 gold, always useful.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Ah, we're gonna slap the metal button.
Watch what a machine made them hostile. Death won't take me yet.
Oh, very good.
Indolence breeds madness.
No choice but to keep going.
Ooh.
My path be true.
So obviously this fight's completely unnecessary of me to take on. But the reason I do it is because it gives me extra XP. And extra XP means that I get a chance to... I'm not missing all this. Yeah, it gives the chance to level up earlier, hopefully before the intellect developer fight, right at the start with Shadowheart.
On the move.
It's always nice just to get the extra HP. That's it. That's all there is to it. Speaking of the lady, there she is. I will respec Shadowheart at some point. It won't be right at the beginning. She starts off... I can't remember what kind of cleric it is she starts off as, but it's just not the best. I might go for War Domain as a cleric option, but we'll have a look. We'll see. I think there's about 7 options for her.
But for what?
That's it. I've decided roughly what my build's going to look like for my character. Shadowheart's is a bit more undetermined, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's get her out.
The console appears. The console hums to life. Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
I have never failed this check, and I've played the game. I've played this part of the game at least 20 times. Stands to reason that one of these times I should start failing. Oh.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Nice one, she's out.
At last. I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Dangerous company's what you need in a fight.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Alright then, let's get going. I'm Bunda.
Shadowheart. One moment.
Come on, time to go.
Finally. Let us make for the helm. We've wasted enough time already.
She's right. Lead on.
Excellent. We have a crew. Oh,
My faith will guide me.
top tip. Go into Shadowheart's spellbook, change her prepared spells. I would take off something like Shield of Faith, probably not going to use it in this fight, and add on Command.
All right.
This way,
What now?
you can command Commander Zulk to drop his weapon. You
We
can
are
go in
nearing
and
the
capture
helm.
it.
Once inside, do as I
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Cane Yank.
I like that probably no one watching any Baldur's Gate video actually knows Githyanki language, and but we all know she's called us something horrible.
Eager for battle.
Don't need to speak the language to know with which the tone it was said. So here I've
Things are
put it
staying
into turn-based
interesting.
mode, dashed everyone. Now we'll enter, which takes us in and gives us our action back, but we will all still be dashed, which means we get double the movement distance. Now look at this. Killed a Cambion. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 scratches from him.
Draw. Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Connect the nerves. Nerves. We will connect them.
So his buddy uses a mind blast to kill one Cambion. He had just killed another Cambion with jumping on his, like, the back of his horns and just eating his brains out. And then 4 imps come along, scratch, 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 and he's down. I don't understand. It's not like they're weak. He's got 110 health, down to 80 now that he's been in a scrap, but obviously this is the one that survived. We're not talking about the same one now.
Can't give up. Have to keep going.
Okay. Is that shot stall damage? Same as your mace.
Nothing will stand in my way. Think you can take me on?
Thank you, Us.
Where do I go from here?
Digging my character out of an embarrassing hole.
Time to strike. My path be true.
Nice one, Lazel. What a hit.
Blood comes easy these days.
Wow. Commander's Oak get fucked up there.
Take this ship, or Zarya will have your head.
Let's end this. Should check for anything useful.
Oh yeah, okay. So, command to drop 55% in Commander's Oak. I've done this 4 times, 5 times maybe. Never failed once. It just seems to always work.
Time to strike. No time to waste. Hurry before they strike.
Now,
We must take the transponder.
Bunda, can you grab that weapon? Not quite yet. Give him a wee tap. Oh, 20% and we hit. For an almighty 2 points of damage.
Have to keep going.
80% chance. We hit for 6 health. Lizelle. Finish off the lesser imp. Might as well take all the important stuff off her before we lose her.
Leave him to me. Connect the transponder. Kill them, or your spine is mine.
If this ship hits the ground, we're dead.
Hooray!
Let's finish this.
Oh, lovely shot.
Fury, I am death. Make way.
And again, send that over to Brenda.
Focus. I need to.
Let this intruder open! A furnace is ours!
My
Bag.
faith will protect me. On the move.
The helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
Such a great opening to a game. I really, I can only pick a few points with it that I would change. It was one time when I was playing through and you get to a later point and I was realising all the characters were saying, oh, I saw you on the ship, I saw you on the ship. And you don't actually have any opportunity yourself to see them. I'll go over it in a wee second because the cutscene's going to come back on. Yeah, so... Oh, she's going to speak 2 seconds.
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull.
Check yourself. for
Other than the
inches.
infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through, but it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Yep, so as I was saying, you find your companions along the way and they all have this moment where they're like, oh, but I know you. I saw you on the Nautiloid. I think it would be really cool if the way that they had this set up was at the beginning there were multiple pathways you could take. And I understand it's the beginning of the game, they're wanting to set you up in a way that's linear so that you don't miss anything important at the beginning and that you're taken through properly, you get a wee bit of an experience of combat and such. But I think it'd be really interesting if you could have different beginnings where you meet a different character depending on which way you go, and maybe you and that character have a different connection with each other. I'm not saying it has to be a romantic connection later on down the line. It does feel like it tends itself that way because you save Shadowheart by choosing to free her. Because you don't get that option to free any of the other main characters, any of the other origin characters, it's not that the romance doesn't make sense for any of those characters, it just feels like Shadowheart always says, well, I owe you my life, you chose to save me. So yeah, it's the only criticism that I could have really of that beginning, because from the cutscenes, the spectacle's amazing, the fights are brilliant. It is just so well put together. But I think I'm going to leave it off there for the first episode. It's a good way to start getting off the Nautiloid character creation done, ready to go, before setting off and finding some people that are going to sit for a long time in our camp, because Shadowheart's just over there, and once she is free, she'll be the companion for 90% of this playthrough. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching the first episode. And whether you're a friend that I know or somebody that's just tuning in randomly on YouTube, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll speak to you soon.